Recently, a reputable American newspaper wrote an article titled Thich Minh Tue, the ascetic monk who unites the Vietnamese people. How significant is Master Minh Tue's pilgrimage that it not only has influence domestically, but even monks abroad have heard of it, and moreover, admire his journey. For specific details, please watch today's video on the Great World channel. The content of the article is written as follows. In today's fast-paced and modern life, few choose the path of asceticism, abandoning all comforts to live a pure and meaningful life like Master Minh Tue. Master Minh Tue, a practitioner with boundless compassion and a heart always directed towards the people, has continuously traveled throughout Vietnam bringing joy, laughter, and blessings to everyone. Hailing from a simple family in a Vietnamese countryside, Master Minh Tue showed differences from his peers from a young age. He not only excelled in studies but also early displayed compassion, always helping others without thinking of himself. After completing his education, he decided to embark on the path of spiritual practice, choosing for himself an ascetic life with the noble goal of bringing joy and blessings to everyone. Master Minh Tue differs from other practitioners by choosing the path of begging throughout the country. From fertile plains, majestic mountains, to long stretches of white sandy beaches, he has set foot in all localities of Vietnam. The image of the master with bare feet, simple robes made from roadside scraps, the gentle smile and compassionate eyes has become a symbol of benevolence and noble sacrifice. Throughout his journey, Master Minh Tue eats only one meal in the morning, sleeps under trees and completely abandons all modern comforts. His meals are often what people offer, sometimes just simple rice, potatoes, or fruits. But he always receives them with infinite gratitude and uses sincere prayers to repay people's kindness. Sleeping under trees without shelter, without comfortable beds, Master Minh Tue always maintains a clear and healthy spirit. On freezing nights, stormy days, he persistently does not abandon the path he has chosen. He often says, asceticism is not to prove anything, but to experience, to better understand the suffering of human life, thereby being able to bring true comfort and blessings to everyone. Every place Master Minh Tue passes leaves deep impressions in people's hearts. He not only brings prayers but also great spiritual encouragement, with his gentle smile and compassionate eyes. Master Minh Tue has soothed pains, brought faith and hope to those facing difficulties in life. Stories about Master Minh Tue spread everywhere throughout the country. Some say he helped them overcome the most difficult times in their lives with sincere advice and invaluable encouragement. Others forever remember the image of him sharing pieces of bread, sips of water with poor children, even though he himself didn't have much more than them. Those small but meaningful actions have warmed countless hearts, making them feel that no matter how harsh life may be, there are always compassionate hearts ready to share. Master Minh Tue is not only a bright example in the religious community but also a symbol of compassion and noble sacrifice in life. What he has done and is doing not only benefits people but is also a valuable lesson for all of us about how to live, love, and share. Master Minh Tue has overcome all difficulties and hardships to fulfill his mission. He has used his own life to prove that happiness is not what we have but what we give. He always reminds everyone that, as long as we live with compassionate hearts, knowing how to love and share, we will find true joy and meaning in life. Master Minh Tue, with his begging journey throughout the country, has given us a valuable lesson about compassion, sacrifice, and love for humanity. He is not only a practitioner but also a friend, a teacher, a hero in people's hearts. Let us together reflect and learn from Master Minh Tue to live a more meaningful life, knowing how to love and share more. Because, as he taught, happiness is not what we receive but precisely what we give. And it is in that giving that we will find true joy and peace in our souls. Throughout Master Minh Tue's journey, his image with bare feet walking on winding, rugged roads has become a symbol not only of asceticism but also of determination and patience. Those bare feet have passed through so many rural areas and cities to bring good things to the people, compatriots. Those feet have endured so much rain and sun, freezing cold and storms, but have never stopped. People throughout the country remember Master Minh Tue with gratitude and respect. Farmers in the Mekong Delta, fishermen in the central region, ethnic minorities in the Northwest Highlands, all have beautiful memories of the Master. They recount stories about the teacher with a gentle smile, compassionate eyes, and words of necessary guidance. Those stories have become a great source of spiritual encouragement, helping them overcome difficulties in life. Teacher Minh Tue not only brought blessings to those who met him directly but also spread love and compassion to many others through stories about him. His small but meaningful actions have inspired countless people, making them realize that in this life, the most important thing is not what we have but what we give. The lessons about compassion and sacrifice from Teacher Minh Tue have been remembered and learned by many. They have learned to live simply, to love, and to share more. Those actions, though small, have contributed to making life better, bringing joy and happiness to many people. Teacher Minh Tue's journey has never stopped, because the mission to bring blessings to the people and compatriots still remains. What the teacher has done, what he has left behind, has become a source of inspiration and valuable lessons for all of us. Let us together continue that journey, spreading love and compassion everywhere to make this life more beautiful. Teacher Minh Tue, with boundless compassion and noble sacrifice, has become a symbol of benevolence and love. He has proven that as long as we live with compassionate hearts, knowing how to love and share, we will find true joy and meaning in life. Let us learn from the teacher to live a more meaningful life, knowing how to love and share more. Because, as the teacher taught, happiness is not what we receive but what we give. And it is in that giving that we will find true joy and peace in our souls. Teacher Minh Tue has left an invaluable spiritual legacy for all of us. That legacy is not something grand or great, but small, simple yet meaningful lessons about how to live, love, and share. Let us together preserve and continue that legacy to make this life more beautiful and happy. Teacher Minh Tue, a man from central Vietnam, became known internationally through article headlines as a Vietnamese ascetic monk uniting the entire nation. By 2017, he had undertaken a personal pilgrimage by walking across the country. Before starting this journey, he was a monk at a temple where he took the Dharma name Minh Tue. Minh means bright and Tue means intelligent, the whole name meaning the path of enlightenment. After leaving the temple, he kept this Dharma name. However, he asserts that Minh is not an official Buddhist monk and is not affiliated with any temple or organization under the Vietnamese Buddhist Sangha. In recent years, Teacher Minh Tue has studied the teachings of the Buddha and learned ascetic practices. These methods include letting go of comforts and accepting hardships, such as eating little and wearing simple clothes to achieve enlightenment. To practice asceticism since 2017, Teacher Minh Tue has been walking throughout Vietnam. He shared, "I walk to pray for everyone to always be happy with our families." Previously, Thich Minh Tue had doubts about the Buddha's teachings, but now he says he has matured and wants to follow those teachings to see if they can bring greater happiness. He also shared that he thought for a long time before asking his parents' permission to leave home and follow his path. Thich Minh Tue's journey is not only a personal pilgrimage but also a symbol of patience, perseverance, and ascetic spirit. Through his actions, he has created a beautiful image of a Vietnamese monk with determination and a thirst for enlightenment. On his journey, Thich Minh Tue often picks up scraps of fabric from the roadside or trash bins to sew them together into clothing. He eats only one meal a day, bathes in streams, rests by the roadside, and uses public restrooms. He shared, "For me, the walking journey is not difficult. When moving, if my soul is peaceful and happy, no obstacles can block my path." As he continued walking, many people dressed like monks and followed him. However, Thich Minh Tue said they are not his disciples, but he welcomes anyone who wants to join the journey. He only requires that they have their family's acceptance, which is the tradition for those who leave home. He also encourages them to return home whenever they feel they have completed their journey. Recently, he occasionally sees many people around him asking to take photos and videos of him. However, he believes it's better to just walk beside him, and he has expressed disapproval of those creating scenes around him. Through his actions and shared words, Thich Minh Tue not only conveys messages about simplicity and perseverance, but also embodies the spirit of asceticism and compassion. His journey is a testament to living according to the Buddhist teachings, seeking peace and happiness from within as well as human unity and solidarity. Despite not having contacted his family for 6 years and not using phones or social media, he always expresses deep gratitude towards his parents. He said he has never called himself a monk and feels unworthy of that title. Online articles have shared much information about Thich Minh Tue, including his ascetic journey and how he followed the 13 ascetic practices. He is admired by people for his patched robe, worn-out sandals, and living as a homeless wanderer. He is not affiliated with any Buddhist lineage and practices on his own according to the Buddhist teachings. A foreigner went online internationally and asked about Master Thich Minh Tue. Has anyone here heard of Thich Minh Tue? Recently, I've seen many Facebook posts about Thich Minh Tue, a Vietnamese monk famous for adhering to the 13 ascetic practices. He is admired by people for his patched robe, worn-out sandals, and homeless wanderer. However, I know very little about where he comes from, whether he is related to any existing lineage. Is anyone here more familiar with him or any of this information? I'm really curious about him and his practice, but my Vietnamese is embarrassingly bad. And Google Translate can't fully translate what I need to ask. This question reflects the international community's interest in Thich Minh Tue and his ascetic journey. However, information about him is still quite limited, and accessing reliable Vietnamese sources is difficult. Thich Minh Tue's journey is not only a symbol of patience and determination, but also an inspiration for seeking inner peace and compassion in modern life. Through his steps and small actions, he conveys a powerful message of ascetic spirit and benevolence. Let's look at the responses and impressions of foreigners about Master Minh Tue. One person shared, "My family watches the news with him daily. He is a true practitioner closely following the footsteps of Buddha Shakyamuni and practicing the 13 ascetic methods. There aren't many monks in the world who can do that like him." This person detailed the 13 ascetic practices that Thich Minh Tue follows. Wearing only robes made from discarded cloth, no shoes or any accessories. Wearing only 3 robes after ordination, living solely on alms food. In his case, he only accepts vegetarian food as modern Vietnam has many vegetarian options. Eating only 1 meal a day and not eating too much before noon. Never keeping money, living in seclusion, sleeping in lotus position under trees, without shelter. Sleeping in lotus position in cemeteries, living outdoors, never staying in one place, wandering until death. Sleeping in sitting position, never lying down, using only a bowl for food, no additional dishes. He used a discarded rice cooker as his bowl. These shares show deep respect and admiration for Master Minh Tue. This foreigner noted that Master Minh Tue's practice of the 13 ascetic methods is a great challenge few monks worldwide can undertake. And this increases respect and affection for him. Such feedback demonstrates that Master Minh Tue has made a significant impact not only domestically but also internationally. They are not only interested in his journey but also admire how he lives and practices Buddhist teachings. Master Minh Tue's actions and life are a powerful testament to steadfastness and ascetic spirit, a shining example for many to follow. In today's era, maintaining an independent and humble lifestyle amid chaos and material temptations is not easy, especially for Buddhist monks. Master Minh Tue has done this for 6 to 7 years, an impressive duration for those who understand the difficulties of authentic practice. Master Minh Tue is not only a monk strictly adhering to Buddhist principles but also a humble and dedicated person. Despite attracting attention from YouTubers and vloggers, he never becomes arrogant or boastful.
Master Minh Tue always maintains a humble and respectful attitude towards everyone, without boasting or preaching.
Though when asked, he is willing to answer questions about Buddhism, Buddhist practice, and matters of karma. However, this does not make him conceited or self-satisfied.
On the contrary, he maintains a humble and compassionate attitude, something very few monks today can achieve.
But public understanding and evaluation
Do not accurately reflect or respect worthiness of your King Tuesday.
Many monks and Buddhists dislike him because they feel he has correctly followed what the Buddha taught, including humility and dedication that some people cannot accept. However, he is still admired and respected by many, especially those who admire him so much that they follow him from province to province. The King Tuesday is not a monk who only knows book theory, but he truly lives according to Buddhist principles. He does not accept alms money and always lives outdoors, something many people may find hard to understand. Monks in large temples often look down on him, but in reality,
the King Tuesday can be considered a true practitioner.
Someone who lives and practices diligently, not paying attention to praise or criticism from others. In general, the King Tuesday is proof that Buddhist practice is not just empty talk but also practical action. His patience, humility, and dedication are an inspiration to many in seeking the path of Buddhist practice. You may have realized that in this life, there are countless methods, paths, and different approaches to achieve enlightenment and peace. The King Tuesday is one of those who implements his path with dedication and humility. In fact, building his reputation could be a way to spread the message of sincerity and humility in Buddhist practice. To those who do not believe in organized religion, Thich Minh Tue's approach to asceticism demonstrates the seriousness and focus on practice in Buddhist cultivation. Although there may be critics and opponents, those who support his path of practice see it as a purer way of life compared to those who criticize and support monasticism. Although there may be concerns that those who don't believe in religious organizations are trying to discredit monasteries, this might just be unnecessary speculation and worry. For those opposed to organized religion, creating a negative image of monasteries could be a way to reinforce their views.
Thich Minh Tue is called a Kasi, a group of Mahayana Theravada monks who follow the 13 austere practices and live in forests instead of temples.
This shows he does not seek fame or praise from others, but simply wants to delve deeper into Buddhism and liberate himself. Although there are differing opinions about Thich Minh Tue,
it cannot be denied that
he is a monk who practices and studies the Dharma through the 13 austere practices. The fact that he does not call himself a Dharma teacher and does not accept worship shows he does not seek recognition or personal glory. In a world where image and reputation are often valued, seeing someone like Thich Minh Tue live and practice with humility and dedication is a great inspiration to many. This is evidence of compassion and wisdom in Buddhist practice. And finally, we always see that Master Thich Minh Tue is a fully dedicated and humble monk, and his way of practicing Buddhism is truly a great inspiration. The simplicity and focus on basic ethical practice rather than complex issues is admirable. Thank you for your attention and accompanying us until the end of today's video. We wish you, even if not following any religion, always maintain good spirits. Building a good life from the smallest things. Goodbye and see you in the next videos.